An early timeout here in set number 2 by head coach Shaq De Los Santos. And Mosey, we just received the statistics for set number 1.
That's right. Philippines with 2 more attack points at 15 and Vietnam with 13. And pagdating naman sa blocking, 2 for the Philippines and none for Vietnam, surprisingly. And service aces, Philippines had 2 while Vietnam had 3. Opponent errors, 6 for the Philippines and Vietnam with 5.
Vietnam with an early start here, but Joy Baron now getting a service ace. So now 3 different players from the Philippines have scored here in this set number 2. Molina, Valdez, and now an ace from Joy Baron. We were talking about how the Philippines had more aces compared to Vietnam when they played in Thailand.
That's right. It was 11-3. But just last, negating each other with service errors.
6-4 in favor of Vietnam. Baat serving it up. And that is another ace for the Philippines.
It was their main gun when they beat Vietnam. So something that they have to remember in this match. Talking about the Philippines and their services.
It's a free ball going to the Philippines. Morado. Oh, the captain, Bui, was ready for that drop ball attempt by Gia. And Bui, drop ball. What a save by Macandili. That's just classic Don Macandili right there. Oh! And the size of Vietnam's captain, Bui, is just giving the Philippines some problems.
And a lot of ad-libs on that last play. Parang helter-skelter volleyball. And the jungle ball.
But we see the Philippines with Don Macandili diving and sacrificing her body. Valdez on the attack. Ball goes back to the other side. Nothing there on that hit by Tran. Valdez down the line. Saved by Wang.
Oh, a little bit of miscue on the side of the Philippines between Maranyo and Morado.
So Vietnam leads the Philippines 8-5 as we head to this technical timeout.
Explanation for that, so it's not right.
Philippines down by 3 here in set number 2. They took set number 1, 25-21. And Dang serving it up, the main gunner for the Vietnamese. Valdez. That's her second point here in set number 2.
Eliza once again with a cross-court hit.
Valdez back at the service line, trying to get the Philippines back in this match. There's the attack, down the line attempt. Pat was there to put it up. Molina, cross court, Bye.
And that's a powerful hit from Molina, even challenging the libero of Vietnam. Nguyen, Thi Kim Lian Nguyen.
2 straight points from the Philippines. Running attack from Bui. Sarado ang pintuan. Molina and Maranyo rising up for the rejection. That's 3 straight points now.
That's right, another block point for the Philippines.
And we are tied at 8. Valdez. Bui again from the middle, popped up by Valdez. Morado. Molina, drop ball. Bui going to the other side. And Tran is able to break down the wall on that spiking chance.
That's right, the 17-year-old Tran, actually 20-year-old Tran, just challenging the defense on the other side, getting it through.
Morado hustling. Valdez will hit from the back row. That one goes straight to the net.
Eliza also has to get her rhythm from the back row, so meron ring threat, diba? That's another play that they can use.
Meanwhile, Morado trying to manufacture a point there, but Vietnam able to recover with Tran. Drop ball saved by Macandili. Molina with a hit cross court. That's double contact right there.
Once again, Molina just powering it, hammering it, getting the point.
Maranyo. Oh, straight to the net for Abby. Vietnam continuing to lead the Philippines here in set number 2. Thu Oai Nguyen to serve it up for Vietnam. Here's the pass. Morado on the drop ball. Second point of the match. Second drop ball for Gia Morado.
I have a strong feeling that Vietnam will include that in their scouting report come SEA Games.
Here's the back set. And Molina and Baron rising up for that block.
And that Baron-Molina combination is just so steady when it comes to blocking. And look at the Philippines front line. It's a tall front line for us.
You've got Molina, Baron, and Baat. Oh! Combination play right there, ending with Thi Trinh Nguyen on the quick attack. Philippines down by 1 here in set number 2. Valdez. Morado running attack for Baron. But too much spice on
Philippines
that
asking
spike.
for a touch. But I think Coach Shaq will challenge.
And this is one of the rules that we are incorporating here in this tournament, the challenge. So there is a committee with a monitor reviewing the play as we await their decision. Coach Shaq hoping that there was a check ball there on that running attack by Majoy Baron. And yes,
And there is.
So the first successful challenge here in this match and in this tournament, Mosey.
And when your challenge is right, yung challenges mo in the set is still intact, diba?
So that's something that we have to get used to with the international rules. Valdez breaks down the wall.
Once again, Eliza Valdez getting another point. This time, via that powerful hit, getting it through two blockers of Vietnam.
Valdez now has 9 points here in this match. Paron! She's
Well,
our best blocker.
You just know why. She just showed you why she's best blocker. Single block for Baron.
And now the Philippines is on top by 2, 14-12. Ball is up in the air. Dang will attack. Dang will try again, but Pat was there.
Once again, Philippines really committed with their blocking so far from the get-go of this match.
So they are changing it up. Duan is now back. And she's very vocal. She is the starting setter of this Vietnamese squad. Philippines holding on to a 2-point lead. Molina gets it in the air. Morado to Valdez. But Valdez's roof.
So she has turned back on that last attempt. The blockers of Vietnam reading that attack so well.
Yep, they are marking Eliza.
That's for sure.
Bui, the team captain, already embedding the offensive attackers of the Philippines in her mind. Paat is able to score. You're watching our coverage of the 2019 Asean Grand Prix as the Philippines are holding on to a 16-14 lead. Combination play read perfectly by Maranyo. That was a monster block right there by Chang Abi. Running attack for Bui.
Almost a broken play.
Tipping it over.
You can see that Bui is really a leader of this team. By the way she plays, her demeanor inside the court. In the absence of T4.
Morado to Valdez. And Valdez gets another point.
It hit the tape of the net, but still Ball is in.
So it's the same substitution pattern. Jasmine Abor and Jovelyn Gonzaga coming in for Gia Morado and Mylene Pad.
Same. It's an attempt for Coach Shaq to have a full front line and then try to pull away or gather or string some points.
Macandili gets the ball in the air. Valdez, drop ball. Macandili to Nabor. Gonzaga from the middle. Dang. They go back to the other side. And Hoang is able to get the point for Vietnam.
Wang has delivered so far for Vietnam. I think she wasn't started, but once she came in the first set,
Yeah, you're
got
right.
a
She
few
did not
points.
start in this match. Number 7. That's Thi Q Trin Wang. Gonzaga. Nobody dared to pick that one up.
perfect spot for Jovelyn Gonzaga, and they have been getting their points on those cross-court hits, Anton. So you see the Philippines trying to go for a cross-court.
Valdez with 10 points in this match at the service line. Babalik ang bola sa Pilipinas. Maranyo on the running attack.
And she asked for that one. Nakita niya it's a free ball given to the Philippines.
Vietnam calls a timeout. Liza Valdez returns to the service line as the Philippines continues to lead Vietnam 20-16 here in set number 2. Valdez. Too much angle on that hit for Eliza.
Still a 3-point lead for Team Philippines.
Thing Abui, team captain for Vietnam, starting off this rally. Molina will hit, fading back. Duan. There's the hit from Tran.
Once again, Tran from the open hit. Alam mo yung hit niya, parang may silencer eh. You cannot hear anything but so lethal.
Coach Shaq de los Santos calls a timeout. Coach Shaq de los Santos assuming the head coaching position of the Philippine women's volleyball team last year, June 5, 2018. From Tanawan, Batangas, Shaq de los Santos trying to lead the Philippines to a second set win here. Duan tossing it up for Tran. Valdez pops it up Nabor. Gonzaga. Duan goes back to Tran. Duan this time goes to the middle. Quick attack for Gwen. Valdez with a save. Makandili brings it back to the side of the Vietnamese. Tran, drop ball popped up by Makandili. Molina!
Molina with a drop ball gets another point. Another smart play coming from the Philippines. And actually, Vietnam was given a free ball, but they weren't able to capitalize on that.
Ces Molina leading the way for the Philippines, scoring 5 points in this set. Running attack, but too much on that hit by Thi Trinh Nguyen. And for the first time in this match, Vietnamese coach Tuan Kiet Nguyen is challenging that last running attack by Thi Trinh Nguyen. Let's see. It's a successful challenge, and head coach Tuan Kiet Nguyen letting out a little smile after getting a successful challenge, Mosey.
So both coaches were successful in their challenges. First challenge nila in this ball game.
Nabor, Molina, who's had the hot hand here in set number 2. Tran with a hit, sent back. Molina!
Just taking care of that free ball or that gift.
Molina has been on fire here in set number 2, tallying 6 points in this set alone. Gia Morado now. Cross court. And
A touch.
Tran will get the check ball.
There was a touch on the side of Philippines, so point goes to Vietnam.
That ball is in. Morado punches it. Molina drops it to the side of Vietnam. Huang.
That touches the antenna. That's a violation. So point goes to the Philippines. Needing again just 2 points to close this out.
And Coach Tuan Kiet Nguyen calls a timeout. Philippines trying to hold on to this 3-point lead that they have. Ces Molina, the best performer for the Philippines here in the second set, will serve it up. Molina saving it. Makandili helping her out. Baron sends the ball back to the side of Vietnam. Morado to Valdez. Back set. Makandili keeps it alive. It's Valdez's turn to get the point.
Well, that was possible because of that Makandili dig. Liza Valdez getting another point.
You're right about that. Dawn Macantili. She's in full form in Santa Rosa. Set point for the Philippines. Molina. Quick attack for Baron.
Actually, Makatili was already there for support when Baron decided to pick it up, but the point now goes to Vietnam, although it's still set point for the Philippines.
When Macandili. Bat. Too strong on that hit. Philippines trying to find a way to close this set. They just gave up 2 straight points to Vietnam. Can they finish it? Morado to Paat. Drop ball. Vietnam will keep this rally going. Morado. Back set to Paat. Too much on that hit by Mylene.
No touch. I thought there was a touch, but no touch. So Vietnam gets another point.
So the Philippines is just up by 1 now, 24-23. Another challenge by Coach Shaq de los Santos.
So far, both coaches 100% with their challenges.
And I think they also retallied the points. So the official tally is 24-22.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was unsuccessful. Point remains in Vietnam.
Oh, wait a minute. They fixed it again. It's 23-24.
Right. Because of that challenge, point goes to Vietnam.
Valdez with a save. Morado to Pat. Can she finish it? Yes, she does. Mylene Pat closes set number 2.
And you could really see it on her face that she wanted to put an exclamation point on that second set.
It's now a 2-0 lead for the Philippines. Once again, we are greeting everybody who are tuned in to our coverage of the 2019 Asean Grand Prix from right here in Santa Rosa, Laguna. The Philippines taking a 2-0 lead against Vietnam, taking set number 1, 25-21, and set number 2, 25-23. Now, we're taking a look at the numbers. Llamado ang Pilipinas pagdating sa blocking, Mosey.
That's right. And blocking 5-2, Anton. That was really, sabi ko, they guarded that net really well, especially in the second set. Attack points, well, Philippines having 16, Vietnam 11 in that second set. And when it comes to aces, well, 2 for the Philippines and only 1 for Vietnam. Also the errors, no? Yung, although ang daming errors. When it comes to errors, Philippines, 2 for the Philippines and 9 for Vietnam.
Molina has scored for the Philippines in every set, and she was always the first player to score.
Swerte sa atin yun when she scores the first point.
It's a good sign. And she led the way for the Philippines in set number 2 with 6 points. And Mylene Pat continues to play well in this tournament, Mosey.
That's right. And it's so tough to guard her, a lefty. But still, Vietnam has not found the remedy for her.
Nice offensive sequence there for Vietnam. Huang finishing the play.
So Huang has been the spark plug here on the side of Vietnam. But now she starts this set, the third set. She did not start in the first and the second one.
Morado, Valdez.
On a combination play that worked on the side of the blue.
And we're really liking the distribution of Gio Morado. 3 different players have scored here for the Philippines at the start of this set.
Well, you know, I was going to say that even in this, even from the first set, she always starts the set with distributing the ball to her different hitters. It's like fooling the defense on the other side.
And Mosey, Wang has played well off the bench for Vietnam. Oh, straight to the net on that serve though for Wang. Here's the toss. Dang. They go now to the middle. Thuy Tran is now in, wearing jersey number 9.
Well, miscue this time on the side of Vietnam. Yeah, Tu Huai Yen late for that second ball.
Paat. Oh, straight to the net on that serve for Mylene. Macandili receives that one. Morado to Valdez.
And Valdez goes down the line.
Down the line attack by Eliza.
In the first and the second set, they were almost all of them were going cross-court. And in this third, you see Eliza Valdez going down the line and getting another point for her.
Valdez gets that one in. Here's the toss. Oh! Tran sends that one long and wide.
Right, Tran, not in a good position to hit that ball. Not enough spin also.
Valdez gets that one in, running attack. Tran. Now, we did not see Tran in set 1 and 2, Mosey. So, Coach Tuan Kiet Nguyen digging deep here in set number 3.
From the Philippines, Alyssa Valdez.
8-4 is our tally. Alyssa Valdez back at the service line. She's one of 2 players in double figures in this match along with Ces Molina. And Dawn Macandili has done her job. But on that sequence, the Big Tui Trang able to get that one in, trying to inject some energy into this Vietnamese squad.
And I like how she went for that ball that was really quick. That's why the Philippines, in spite of having a good blocking day, was not able to even touch that ball.
Wow, what
And now
an
she
entry
does-
here.
Yeah.
by Tran.
Now she does it on the service line. Talking about TB Tui Tran. Can
wish
she be
they-
the magic punot?
I know, but I wish they all had nicknames like T4. Meanwhile, Maranyo is able to score on her signature running attack. Abby Maranyo now with 6 points in this match. The team captain from Antipolo, Abby Maranyo. And Abby, obviously the most vocal on this team. Valdez with a drop ball.
Alyssa Valdez, yes, again, another smart play from her. She was a little bit short on the approach. Just went for that drop ball. Just putting it where nobody was home.
Parang at home ang ating mga manlalaro, Mosey.
And in this match, you can see clearly that Team Philippines is more the organized
Yeah.
team compared to Team Vietnam.
They seem to be playing without any pressure. And when you're playing happy and without pressure, this is usually the result. Philippines smiling. They lead Vietnam 11-6. Snacks ba? Yun. Kuha ako mamaya. Para may... Eleven to 6, Abby Maranyo is back at the service line. Once again, you're tuned in to our coverage of the 2019 Asean Grand Prix as we have a hit from Tu Linh Tran trying to get Vietnam back in this match.
But it's a needed set for them if they want to stay on in this match. Or else, Team Philippines gets their first win in the second leg of our Grand Prix.
Yep, they got the first win, first and only win actually in the first leg against Vietnam. But that match most went to 5 sets.
That's right, but this time, everything going Philippines' way. And again, they're looking like they've been really together for a long time.
Even though there have been some shuffling that took place in terms of the lineup of the Philippines. Four-point lead for the Philippines. Tran. Paat will get it back from Baron. Paat going down the line. Nothing there. Dang. Valdez. Morado. Molina. And now Macandili. Paat will score.
Paat once again nailing that hit. And Gia just confusing the blockers on the other side.
And Pat has really improved so much from her days as an Adamson Lady Falcon. Meanwhile, there's the hit from Wang. Macandili could not handle the heat on that spike.
It has been really Wang who's keeping Vietnam afloat in this game. We don't see Bowie
Oh yeah.
anymore in this, at least in this third set.
And
Pat
Pat
once
from
again.
the other side. Now Pat becomes the third player on this Philippines lineup to have reached double digits. So sharing is caring for the Philippines. Gia Morado doing an excellent job distributing that volleyball.
Oh, but
We've
Wang
been mentioning her name a lot.
once again. She's been really trying hard to get the points for Vietnam, but she needs help.
She'll now have to operate from the service line. Morado, Paat, tipping it over to the other side. Maraño, Morado to Valdez. Could not get it over, was Dang.
Tran into the net. And you can see the body language of Vietnam. Parang pagod na sila, no?
Yeah.
They're really tired.
Dang will try again. Morado was there. Sinabayan siya. And Maraño, oh,
That's already a dead ball, so Philippines win that point.
nagulat si Abby biglang bumalik yung bola sa side nila.
Pero ready siya, ah.
The Philippines has been leading all the way in this match, the first match for the 2019 Asean Grand Prix, which we are calling the Philippine Southeast Asian Games Organizing Committee Volleyball Test Event or FISGOC. So ang mga manlalaro na hindi pa natin nakikitang pumasok sa court to play in this game, Gretzel Soltones, Ea Laure, Kat Arado, Roslyn Doria, and Maddie Madayag. But the rest have been fielded in by Coach Shaq de los Santos.
Off the block point for Vietnam.
And this has been the usual substitution pattern for Coach Shaq, Nabor, and Gonzaga coming in for Morado and Pat.
Well, this has clicked for Coach Shaq since the beginning. So, hindi niya po na binabago yung pattern and not sending yung mga sinabi mga names in because like these 8 players, 9 players are really playing so well.
But who knows? If the Philippines can come up with a big lead here, baka biglang gamitin ni Coach Shaq yung ibang mga manlalaro. Meanwhile, Tran is able to score. Because every player on this team can use that experience for the future.
Oh, most definitely. But you want your starters to be really cohesive. Especially, ang lapit na nga na SEA Games.
And now Coach Shaq wants a timeout. This is an important timeout Coach Shaq de los Santos just called as Vietnam is trying to get back into this match. Nabor, Maranyo asked for it. Maranyo was there. Oh, right in between the blockers. Tulin Tran.
And you like that she adjusted on that second try also. She was blocked the first time. So Pat Morado coming in.
Now just a 2-point lead for the Philippines. Morado to Valdez. A much needed point for the girls in blue.
Oh, a challenge now for Vietnam on that last play.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a challenge on the way by Vietnam, number 1, Poland Bombers.
Wow, this is going to be very close.
Oh, and Vietnam wins the challenge. So it was okay, no check. So an outside call for the Philippines. Vietnam gets the point.
Vietnam storming back into this match. Morado to Maranyo.
Maranyo just, when she feels like coming in and she really calls out Gia to give her the ball. And almost every time, she scores it for the Philippines.
Valdez, Morado, Molina. Ball is back in the air. Valdez will push it from the back row. Running attack. Maranyo trying to tip it to the open spot. Morado to Molina. And Molina scores off the block.
Off the block point once again for Molina. And this is the way the Philippines started. Getting off the block points in the first set.
Valdez. Running attack. Morado let Pat handle that one. Valdez now could not push it properly to the side of Vietnam.
A net block on that try.
Now serving the loser.
Big Thuy Tran entered in this third set, changed the complexion of the match, but commits an error there. That's her second service error here in this set.
Gives a freebie to the Philippines.
Abby Maranyo. Oh!
Baron on the net touch.
Coming up after this, we have Thailand and Indonesia. So some very exciting matches here in Santa Rosa. But first, the Philippines trying to get this win. For the hometown fans, Morado, Baron. Majoy Baron with a timely hit.
With a drop ball. And sashayed a little bit. Pero nakita mo ba, partner, yung off-speed ni Gia Morado?
Yep.
Before that. Yun yung sinasabi mo, you feel like the Philippines is so relaxed in this match against Vietnam. That's why I guess they're playing much better.
And everybody just delighted to see the best blocker, Majoy Baron, score. Baat denied. Valdez to Molina, cross court. Lee was there, the libero for Vietnam. And off the block, scoring for Wang. Valdez, Morado, Molina drop ball. Here's the toss to the middle. Makandili with a save, but it goes back to the side of Vietnam. Wang again. Baron. Paat is able to sneak that one in.
And Pat, full stretch with a little bit of delay, was able to get that point. Parang inintay niya muna yung blockers bumagsak bago tinip in yung bola.
And Vietnam calls a timeout. Saw very animated coach Tuan Kiet Nguyen as Vietnam trails here by 3, 21-18. Ses Molina. Gets this one in. Ball is back in the air. Morado. Makandili. Valdez trying to punch his back to the other side. Pat. Here's the toss. Majoy Baron.
And it's also nice to see Majoy Baron full of really confident, and you can see her teammates and they're just so happy that even if her contribution is with blocking alone, yung ang laki kasi alam nila yung value of yung blocks ni Baron. Si
Molina.
Abby naman is your parang middle hitter na gumagawa ng points, no? Yung sa attacks naman siya.
Busy si Abby eh.
While si Baron naman busy blocking. Diba? And even the audience, you can see that they really appreciate.
And that tip by Baron leads to a point.
Philippines just 2 points shy of taking this match.
And that's going to be an ace.
And Baron, now on the service line, where we were talking about her contribution via her blocks, this time, sabi niya, teka muna, service naman.
Majoy Baron has tallied 3 points in this third set. The best blocker in the Asean Grand Prix first leg. That one is in for Wang.
It has been just Wang. That's the problem of Vietnam, and that was a problem all along. In the beginning, you had Prix with some points, but in the end, it was just all Wang.
Makandili. That's an ace for Wang.
And even getting it through the service line.
And Coach Shaq de los Santos wants to make sure that this one does not slip away. He calls a timeout. The Philippines just needs 1 point to take the first match here in our Visgok volleyball test event, the inaugural event for this tournament here in the Philippines. Can they do it here? Morado, combination play!
And my lead bat gets that to go, and again, what a powerful hit coming from her. She has just been steady in this match, Anton, along with Eliza Valdez and Majoy Baron on defense, Makadili also, and Ces Molina, partner. Everyone just contributing in this match to take this away from Vietnam and win their first in the second leg of the Grand Prix.
And Mosey, this is the type of teamwork that we need for the SEA Games.
They can only get better.
So once again, congratulations to the Philippines defeating Vietnam 25-21.